Japan Pro Wrestling.
What that is.
A raucous crowd joining us here in Vancouver. A lot of history, not only between Konosuke Takeshita and Don Callis, and Kazuchika Okada of the Don Callis family. These two men have teamed together 3 times last year, picking up victories in 2 of those 3 matches, but also history between Konosuke Takeshita and the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and was part of the elite. He brought in Konosuke Takeshita to All Elite Wrestling from DDT Wrestling in Japan, but then the history between Kazuchika Okada and the Young Bucks even more pronounced. Okada, when he was on his excursion in the early years of his New Japan Pro Wrestling career, he found common friends in Matt and Nick Jackson. Their relationship throughout the careers of the Bucks in New Japan Pro Wrestling, they were very, very close. And then Okada, after his arrival in AEW, was almost like a third brother for Matt and Nick Jackson until Okada turned his back on the Bucks and joined up with you, Doc.
Yeah, no, he made a business decision, and his life and career have been so much better in the last year with me than it was with the Bucks.
Yeah, very simply, they felt like that Okada was family to them, and Okada says his family is the Don Callis family.
Then they're marks if they thought that. I hate to say it. It's not the first time I've said that about the Bucks, okay? Very, very simple. Okada made a business decision. The Bucks are like a brain worm. They infect anyone they're near, and they bring everybody down around them.
I think Okada's a great protege for you, Don, because both of you are great manipulators. We've seen that on many levels. Look at this.
Nick Jackson 2-for-1 offense there on the Don Callis family.
Nick Jackson's a great athlete. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Very impressive young man.
I don't know if the fans noticed, but Don Callis is wearing a pink on-brand hashtag Kyle Fletcher Strong, I believe is what you said this past Wednesday.
Oh, look at that. It's just like spray.
We're doing it all for Kyle.
Doing it all for Kyle.
Of course.
Bucks double hammer throw. Sends Takeshita in. He ducks underneath. Standing switch by Matt Jackson. Takeshita a boot up into the face. Standing switch once again. Nick Jackson.
But it takes 2 of them to get him over.
Of course, it's tag team wrestling for crying out loud, Don.
Takeshita driven over the top. The Young Bucks have cleared the ring.
And Okada doing the right thing, trying to calm things down on the outside.
Look,
take away the momentum of the Young Bucks. Watch out!
And Nick Jackson inside the ring.
Whoa.
Dropped the headset right over behind Doc Sefton. Look at this. What a coward.
Looking to end things quickly.
Wait a second, Okada.
Oh, you're both for the monster driver.
By Nick Jackson.
That was tremendous.
Okada on the drop kick and drop kick senton combination.
That's what you call knowing your opponent, who at one time was a close family member of yours.
Touched on the floor.
Oh, wow. What a great counter by Okada.
Once again, knowing your opponent.
Yeah, that cuts both ways, Tony. That's just what I was thinking. Okada, little pulling over on Matt and Nick Jackson. And seemingly taking quite a bit of pleasure in it, Nigel.
Smile on the face of the Rainmaker. Covering the center of the ring. Really is a dream team. Takeshita, Okada, as the Young Bucks look to try to get back into title contention after coming up a little short against the AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR, in their hometown pretty much, Los Angeles, California, with their whole crowd there.
And Don, thus far, Takeshita and Okada working together extremely well, but
was it ever? That cleaned out Matt Jackson.
I don't want to get into words like bounty, but
bounty.
There is some money on the line if someone can bring me Nick Jackson's right eye tonight as a souvenir.
Wow.
Well, Donnie. Wow. Wait a second, Takeshita.
Whoa. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Takeshita. And the referee's attention. Gouging the eyes of Matt Jackson. Referee Rick Knox couldn't see any of it.
And now, Takeshita throwing his finger into the fray as well.
Don, you are a horrible human being.
Creating a pitched battle for Matt and Nick Jackson.
With the damage to the eye, Matt Jackson is going to have a terrible time trying to defend against any offense. 50% of his view, perhaps, at this point.
Don, welcome back to the desk.
I'm going to have to wash this finger, maybe get it disinfected. It was right in his eye.
Yeah, boy, was it? I know, it wasn't ever. Don, you talking about a bounty on Matt Jackson? Is that what you were talking about?
Well, I said on Nick Jackson's eyes.
He almost collected it himself.
Now, you're still upset about losing that $1 million to the Young Bucks.
Should I not be?
Well, yeah, you should be.
Takeshita Okada, in my estimation, working together extremely well. And I know, Don, you've got your personal reasons, your business reasons for targeting the Young Bucks, but there could be championship reasons for targeting Matt and Nick Jackson. Takeshita. So that's a Takeshita.
Nice move by Takeshita.
It certainly was.
That's the boot.
Take him out, Take.
Matt Jackson lands on the apron.
Oh, God, cutter. Yeah, but landed right in his tailbone on the floor, guys. Matt Jackson has had back issues for the last 4 or 5 years, off and on.
Well, we covered that at once, Don. I know you're very familiar with that.
Gonna get there, Matt Jackson.
How smart is Okada? I mean, Nigel, come on.
Perfect timing from Okada.
Okada is literally doing it all right now. Takeshita's down from that stunner on the floor.
Okada is putting on a head knocking.
Well, this guy, Okada as a young buck, never seen this before.
Bucks have the ugliest gear in the business, so he's mocking them right now. Look at him. What a fiery young baby face. This is great.
And now you take a look at this problems of Matt Jackson.
Look at this.
I was going to say,
He's not that bad.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, wait a second.
a super kick. Takeshita charging. Exploder from Takeshita. Leg is caught, and Matt Jackson able to beat the count.
I think he landed on that lower back tailbone once again, did Matt?
Absolutely.
A little bit of a comedy interlude there for Takeshita and Okada. But now back to serious business, and one would have to think if the Young Bucks are unable to get the win here, they'll take even further steps away from regaining the AEW Tag Team titles.
Great right hands by Matt Jackson.
Jackson rolls through, rolls back. Has a Dora, and a double bulldog from Matt Jackson.
Yeah, but Matt Jackson again lands on his tailbone. And that hurt him as much as it did his opponents.
He's got it. He's very close to it. Yes.
Might have to replace Matt Jackson with one of the other brothers.
Tag made, and now Nick Jackson throwing right hands. Both members of the opposition. He was opened up. Takeshita caught him with his body with a kick. Nick Jackson lands on his feet, though. Caught up Takeshita. Meeting of the minds. Rolling off the
Never
back
seen that.
of Takeshita. Getting Okada with the shot, and now Takeshita from a side step.
Accidental. Incidental.
Shoulder tackle by Nick Jackson.
Nick Jackson.
Step on Takeshita.
That was as good a sequence as you're going to find in any match.
Cazador once again into a cutter by Nick Jackson. Like it's hard. Covers nine, but Takeshita there intervenes.
Nick Jackson's on his game tonight, gentlemen. You got to agree with that.
What great teamwork there by Takeshita and Okada. Takeshita specifically, perfect timing, saving his partner.
Certainly have been able to put their differences aside, Okada and Takeshita.
Watch out now.
Shoulder tackles, opposite side of the ring by the Young Bucks now. Stepping through. Stereo sharpshooters.
Double sharpshooter locked in.
Okada and Takeshita. In some trouble here, Don.
Who's the legal man?
Big Rick Knox.
No, it must be Okada. And Takeshita saying no. Okada's going to tap.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. See, they're trying to shake each other out of the mindset of tapping. This is great teamwork. Look at that.
Desperate call made to the ropes to force the break.
I gotta agree with that, Don. That is great teamwork.
Push each other. I might slap you a little bit to wake you up out here,
He
Shimon.
needs it.
Please do, Don. Shut up, Nigel.
We're doing this for Kyle. Kyle's sitting at home. We don't know when he's coming back, but we're doing it for him.
No,
He's in our hearts.
Takeshi's doing it for a title shot for the International Championship with Okada. That's what he's doing it for.
What do you know, Shivani?
And the money.
Well, we heard both Okada and Takeshita telling Kyle Fletcher he was their friend. Oh!
Look at Takeshita battering both Matt and Nick Jackson. Intercepts the super kick. Whoa. 15% for the Bucks. Elbow strike. Matt Jackson on the move, but Takeshita is ready for him. Roundhouse kick.
Watch out, here we go.
Break it. The neck breaker, but left himself open for a super kick. Takeshita. High boot into the jaw. Looking for the Blue Thunder, perhaps. Matt Jackson able to avoid it. Takeshita overcommits. Kind of stuck up in the ropes. And now, taken out of the ropes.
You can't let them get going like this.
Okada springs in and is welcomed by a pair of boots.
The Young Bucks have certainly found their second wind.
Here we go.
Matt and Nick Jackson, opposite sides of the ring. Senton elbow drop combinations. Matt covers, but Takeshita able to kick out.
Takeshita too big and long for Matt Jackson to hold that pin.
Yeah, you're right, but this is phenomenal. I'm just absolutely amazed at all four athletes, what they've been able to do in this match, because it's been going back and forth. No team is getting much of an advantage at all. It's amazing.
The dream matchup in anyone's book. As wait a second, here we go. The second attempt from the Young Bucks.
Oh, Young Bucks was the belt for driver.
Reverses. Look at this now. Okada.
Double tombstone pile driver.
Wow. Matt Jackson barely out the back door there.
There's a deep cover by Takeshita after driving Matt down. And Don, your two men have the three-time former AEW World Tag Team Champions reeling right now.
Of course they do. We are bigger, stronger, faster. As good as the Bucks are, we're that much better.
Takeshita.
Trying to put things beyond the hopes of the former AEW World Tag Team Champions.
Good job by Matt fighting this off. But, oh, yeah.
Okada is charging up the ropes. Matt caught him in with the back elbow. And Matt to the top. Takeshita upsets the balance.
Oh boy.
Break his neck.
It's not going to be good for Matt Jackson.
Long way down.
Takeshita. And the wedge drop and suplex by the Alpha.
Get the backup brother in here.
Oh! What a job by Nick! Okay. Holy smoke!
Here it comes.
Oh, Okada with the Rainmaker.
Takeshita caught him with the knee.
Power drive knee.
That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it.
Nick Jackson pushes the pile and keeps the Young Bucks hopes alive.
The last bit of energy that Nick Jackson had, he used it in desperation to break up that pin.
And Jackson thrown 3/4 of the way across the ring. There's now a decision hanging in the balance.
Just the opening match. Just the opening match.
There we go.
Okada, legal alongside Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks. Talked about the relationship, the former friendship between Matt and Nick Jackson. Kazuchika Okada, a very bitter pill for them to swallow, being matched up against Okada here tonight.
Going for his elbow on short.
Okada on target with the elbow drop, but
we've seen this before so many times.
Never gets old. Takeshita Ichiban. Okada, number one.
Okada perhaps poised to deliver a rainmaker.
Oh, Okada with the Rainmaker.
But he got out of that with double back elbows.
Tombstone. Attempt, no. Ooh, rising knee strike. Caught Okada on the side of the head. And a waistlock. Okada desperately clinging on to the top rope.
Oh, here comes Takeshita.
Takeshita. German suplex.
Great power there.
Matt Jackson.
Wait a minute.
Goes all over.
Oh my God! Oh, that's phenomenal! What athleticism!
They are crammed in here at the Rogers Arena. And this match, one of the reasons why.
Boom! Takeshita. Super kick. Catches the alpha, but the blue.
Slew Thunder Bomb.
Jackson. Oh, wait. Nick offers with his back. Canadian Destroyer.
Canadian Destroyer.
He sure did. He cleaned us out. And the fans standing again. Oh my God, this is magnificent. It really is.
It's a feeling you only get here in AEW.
All four men struggling to beat the referee's 10 count.
Fans are helping Rick Knox. Sometimes has a hard time getting all the way to 10.
But all four men find their feet now, exchanging with fists and elbows. Okada changing levels, uppercut on Matt Jackson. Takeshita battering Nick into the ropes.
It's okay. They're just letting a little steam off here.
Letting a little steam.
That's a lot of steam.
You're not kidding me this. You gotta do something about that.
Watch out for Nick.
Things going from bad to worse for I'm gonna say for Takeshita Okada, but no problem. They caught Matt Jackson charging in. A jumping knee and a drop kick.
Matt is in big trouble here.
Say the least.
Not being ping-ponged. Now Rainmaker. Okada all just to work.
Oh, they collided heads.
Now the rope. Two. Okada.
Oh, the power drive lead to Okada.
Accident. Reverse lock and run on Takeshita.
Oh, the boss with the DT trigger.
Freaking counter.
Konosuke Takeshita, he was ready for it. And now looking for raging fire. No, Okada brings Matt back down to
Rainmaker to Takeshita.
Don, this is something else on so many levels.
Super kicks to Okada. And
BTE trigger.
You just gotta say, brother, that's the heart of the champion coming out of that.
What is stuff? Okada is great.
Wow. Oh, but wait a second. Third time. And still the Young Bucks tonight. Oh, wait a second.
What's Takeshita doing here now?
What's he not doing?
BT Trigger. Yes!